iRacing can't fix this, or they won't fix this. We'll start off on lap 3, something that really annoyed me. Then we'll get to the good bit. I'm battling with this Porsche for 4th place. And just watch this Ferrari. Looks like an incident, doesn't it? Let's have a close-up of his wheels. Watch for them turning into my rear. Edward, A licence, rated 2,500. Now let's jump to what caused all the drama in the race. Ferrari P1, Porsche P2. Ferrari P2, Porsche P1. Now let's have a slow-mo of this. You need to watch carefully. As the Ferrari brakes, he tries to block the Porsche's line. Now it's pretty obvious that the Ferrari's not turning in at this point. Literally just trying to block the Porsche. I wish somebody blocked me from my ex-girlfriend. Moving on. The Porsche actually comes out unscathed. The Ferrari, however, as you can see, gets absolutely totaled. Edward, 2,600, B licence, decides that it's safe to rejoin the race with no rear wing, no rear bumper, and wheels more bent than my coming expectations of a clean race. Let's just see how far Edward gets. And finally decides that it does need a tow to the pits. Now what I want you to see really quick is iRacing's attention to detail here. They do need commending for this. As I speed up the clip, watch how his car repairs over time. Anyway, as you can see, Edward is on lap 2, soon to be last place. And this is the part that iRacing really needs to fix. I do believe that they can, I just believe that they won't. Anyway, cutting around the few corners out the pits, Edward sees the Porsche approaching his rear and takes himself out with 0 contact. Nearly said something that belongs on an adult TV show then. Moving on. Edward, 2,600 I rating, B licence, fumbles around on track harder than somebody reversing with the trailer for the first time. Coordinates a plan to ruin the entire race. Again, jumping around a few corners, Edward is searching for the perfect place to set up his ambush. For now looking like he's trying to warm his tyres up, on the very last lap I might add, finally picks a spot and resides there to wait for the other cars behind. Finally gets his opportunity to unleash plan. Now, I really don't condone this behaviour. It's one of the reasons why many iRacers like myself pay the subscription fees. It might seem pretty cheap at first, but it gets damn expensive. It's a really weird one. From my perspective, I like the fact that you can have a bad crash and get absolutely wrecked. It actually adds to the immersion. It forces you to think and improve. It forces you to race properly. Sure, it's nice to turn on a game like Gran Turismo or Forza, like that I used to play, and have a bad crash and just continue racing, but it loses that sense of realism. Now if you do have a bad crash on iRacing, and it's the end of your race, it's kind of part of the enjoyment in a weird way. Rather than just racing your absolute fastest, you are actively looking for hazards and avoiding them. But it all boils down to this. iRacing definitely needs to fix this, because there are those people who just seem to continue to come back and carry on with this behaviour. And I would absolutely hate to see iRacing like ghost cars. It would take away the majority of the fun out of the game. Because then where are the accidents? Where's the realism? Where's the reaction time and hazard perception going? I'd like to know your thoughts on this, so let me know in the comments. I appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next one.